Anyway, so this is a timeline that is captured from one paper. So you can see that actually there are different stage of this development. It started from like sci-fi novels, and then video games, and like just a text-based video games, and also like more online video games, and we also use like smart mobiles and wearables still play games, and then in the more recently we call it as like a metaverse. I guess I'm running out of time, but I think most of this content have been either talked or discussed by our audience and also other presenters. So I'm just going to quickly run through it. As Max just said, like virtual reality and augmented reality, there's a like a difference between these two. Virtual reality is that it's a whole, like they call it an immersed environment. So you have to wear a like headset to help you separate from the realities, the real world. So you are immersed in the virtual world completely. So what happens in your physical world has nothing to do with the virtual world. So you have to immerse in that virtual world.
What you're talking about is called full dive virtual reality.
Full dive. Okay. Yeah, I heard like fully immersed, or yeah, I think this is the similar thing. Like a virtual world, mirror world is another thing. It's like a Google Earth. It's a like a tightly connection between the virtual world and the mirror world and the reality. So everything that's happening in the physical world have their like digital representatives in the mirror world, and if your location is changed or your like a condition is changed, then the representatives in the mirror world also changed. So it's like the campus, the Hong Kong university campus, that is actually a mirror world. Augmented reality, also Max also said that it's actually a mix of, so you project your digital information into the physical world. So you can see this is much of an interaction between the physical world and the augmented like reality. Like in this picture shows, you can have this device and then project the this lady's information, like their names, their favorite food, etc. Now, actually, I think this is very it will benefit me, because like I have a very difficult time to remember the students in my class. I usually have like 50 students, and then sometimes I have to ask the students 3 times what's their names, and they finally get mad at me, and then my class evaluation will going down. So anyway, if I get this like a virtual augmented reality, actually really secretly point to their face and they will just post their names. That really helped me. I think that students will love me at that time. Oh, and also maybe their background. I can say, oh, hey, how's your sister Anna? How's your home at like Detroit, Michigan? Then people like students will love me on that. But my colleagues are really good at it. So they can remember every student's name, their how many family members they have, like where are they from, what's their favorite spots, etc. I just cannot remember that. Okay, so lab logging. This is another thing. So this is actually more. It's more what we are doing now. So so when you have a Facebook account, you post your things happening in your day. You post a picture of the, like, for example, parks that you visit, etc. So live logging is people voluntarily record what's going on in their life, every details, like live logging. But sometimes it may not be always voluntarily, because now these days we have so many like web camera, surveillance cameras on the streets that actually capture like people's like locations, their routines every day, and sometimes when you like, for example, when you use like a Google Map, when you like when you're driving, and Google Map has actually recorded the route of you. So so sometimes like live logging can be very threatening. It's actually break your privacy.